Fournette, a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down at 7. Brady going to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette shreds the tackle, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 44, Brady, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
Play fake. Mayfield. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A handoff to Fournette, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. To Evans on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Brady now to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Mayfield now from the 50. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Davis. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Fournette running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. This one left side caught by Patterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 41, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They run for it with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Finding room to the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Hunt. Runs through the contact. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Patterson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Fournette, a first down carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Brady. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Succop's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Mayfield looks to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and unable to connect, incomplete.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
117 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Powers through him, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Leonard Fournette stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tampa Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.